got it, made that one. He'll probably make me another one.
Come closer. I need to see looks on faces. What's your name? Eric. What was my first question?
Yield sign.
Yield sign. Red and white. That is correct. Berenstein. Spelled it, the last 4 letters is what I'm, the last 5 letters is what I'm looking for. He spelled it S-T-I-N-E. That's wrong. S-T-I-N-E is, well, hold on, let me finish. I'll just give you all the correct answers. That's what I should say. Red is the color I was looking for. Berenstein. S-T, I'm not going to tell you yet. Next one is sex. And the city. I didn't put and. No, in's good. Don't change that stuff. In is good. You put in, didn't you? How many people were in the car when JFK was murdered? 3. Chick-fil-A spelled correct in this timeline. That's the part you need to listen to. And Victoria's Secret is correct in this timeline. Your consciousness shifted into another timeline where some things are different. Yield sign used to be yellow. How many put yellow? Yellow. Berenstein Bears in this timeline is spelled B-E-R-E-N-S-T-A-I-N. That's, if you go home and look at your old books, you're like, whoa, why did it change? Who changed my books? Nobody changed your book. Conscious shifted into another timeline. Sex in the City is how I recall it. It is Sex and the City.
What? It's Sex and the City?
In this timeline. But it was always Sex and the City in this timeline. But you remember it Sex.
Eric, VIP shout out. Say something crazy.
It's up to you whether you want to keep going with this. Victoria's
That's
Secret
definitely going to get something.
does have apostrophe S on it. I do not remember apostrophe S on it. Victoria's Secret. In this timeline, it is. But, and I got 30
That's awesome.
What happened to music?
I like that.
I had to, Franco's filming. That's there's no music because Franco's filming.
Oh my God,
Oh, so it's called.
How many people?
You're not wrong. Your consciousness shifted from a timeline where it was all those ways. I'm not kidding. I've had so many experiences in the last 2 years. I've noticed several changes in history that cannot be explained. The JFK thing is the one that gets me. There's 6 people in that car.
I said 6!
There's 6 people, really?
So you're on a high vibration when it comes to JFK. I don't know. Because I feel that we're lowering, that people noticing are lowering the lower vibrational timelines. I think we're raising our vibrations. And I think if you don't notice something, it's my opinion that you're just on that high vibration. But there's infinite timelines. There's no right and wrong. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. You know, people are screaming. It's always been Oscar Mayer, that M-A-Y-E-R. It's always been that way. Well, I remember it always being that way. There's thousands of people that remember M-E-Y-E-R.
Yeah.
Okay?
Makes sense.
So, Febreze, how would you spell Febreze?
F-E-B-R-E-E-Z-E.
E-E-Z-E? They all say, everybody says 2 E's. Everybody says 2 E's.
Oh, there is only one.
Because it was 2 E's in another timeline. Fruit Loops was the word fruit. Now it's F-R-O-O-T. Interview with a Vampire is now Interview with the Vampire. You know, got you on some of them though. F-R-O-O-T is what it is now. And it's
I'm aware of this.
always
What was it before?
F-R-U-I-T.
Interesting. It is true. Yeah.
But the thing is, if you look this stuff up, it's always been the way you see it now. And it's like, how do you explain that? And I had other experiences.
Right.
My channel was SUSSO on YouTube. If you want to see some of the other experiences, I mean, they're more bizarre than this. So that's why I don't like talking. Hi, boss. He said this is Mandela Effect Central. We're at the top. We see everything first. So Monday I'm having a Mandela Effect party or get together for anybody that wants to show up. So
Nice.
we're going to go watch the eclipse and shift into another timeline. I don't know.
I like it.
You know, 2 days of interviews, I'll interview like 3 sets of people, a half-hour video. I can't keep doing that. Or maybe I can, if that's what I'm called to do or supposed to be doing, or So many things I want to talk about, so many things I want to say. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to waste the time. I got some other stuff going on that some people are enjoying. It's taken up just as much time as me watching other people's videos and doing other videos with my thoughts, interpretations of experiences. It's just another distraction. That's all it is.
Peanut butter.
And I said, like Jiffy, and you said,
Jiffy is peanut butter.
there you go. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed. Don't look it up. That's all I got to tell you. Don't look it up.
I go to school.
Hey, everybody.
So where was this like 20 minutes ago?
I made that up.
This is his shot.
It's called the cherry coconut.
What is it called?
Cherry coconut.
Cherry coconut. Okay, you guys.
Did you want to be on?
What is
As long as he asks us, can I get in on this?
Yeah, get in, brother. Get in.
Welcome to Leadville.
Leadville, Colorado. That's right. Silver Dollar Saloon up here at the top of the mountains. I don't know how to usually start this. Usually I just ask people questions and see where they're at. Where they're at, I'll say vibrationally.
Is there a no button?
No button. Is there? How do you spell? Well, I'll ask a question. How do you spell Febreze?
Febreze.
Okay.
Is that right? Yeah, absolutely.
Kit Kat does not have a dash, or it does have a dash?
That's not, no.
How many people were in the car when JFK was murdered?
3.
Yeah, 3 others, right? Like 4 total?
Well,
like
3 plus
including him?
1 dead one.
Yeah. I don't think he was dead on the scene.
Well,
she
they had to
was
take him to the
holding his
hospital.
head together.
What weapon did the Scarecrow carry in The Wizard of Oz?
None?
Did you say none?
None?
You are
I was about
correct.
to say, did he carry a weapon? He was a friendly scarecrow. He danced a lot.
He's even got me going now.
Okay. TV show of 4 girls running around New York City is called?
Sex and the City.
In the City?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't hear you.
Oh.
TV movie, Tom Cruise
No,
movie.
Sex and the City.
Top Gun.
Oh, and the City.
Which one is it?
Top.
Sex and the
Are
City.
you talking Tom Cruise or you're talking Sex in the City?
Which one are you doing?
Tom, in
Sex and the City.
the City or and the City?
I think it's and. Can I Google while I'm on video?
No.
I think it's Sex and the
The
City.
Tom Cruise movie with the vampires.
Oh,
To
Lost
interview-
Boys.
No.
No, Interview with an Imp.
Yeah,
with a
I was looking for
vampire.
Kirsten Dunst in it, where she's like 10 years
So it
old.
was Interview with a Vampire.
Yes, correct.
Who said that?
Vampire.
I did.
I don't like you picking on all these little small words.
Ha ha. How do you spell Berenstein, Bears? How do you spell Berenstein?
Berenstein.
Yeah, I'm gonna
T-I-N-E?
or is it T-E-I-N?
S-T-E-I-N, S-T-I-N-E. All right.
Stein.
I'm going to name 3 items. You tell me what they are. I'm going to 4 items. You tell me what they are. Jif, Peter Pan,
Wait, what was the
Skippy.
first
Peanut butter, peanut butter.
Jiffy.
I love peanut butter. Oh, wait.
Jiffy, Skippy, Peter Pan, Jif. Jiffy, Skippy,
Pirates.
Jif, Peter Pan.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
I know my peanut butter,
Peanut
right?
butter.
What am I
Are,
saying?
were all of those things I just mentioned peanut butters? Jif, Jiffy, Skippy, Peter Pan.
Well, not
Jiffy
Jiffy.
is not. Jif? Isn't Jif a peanut
Jiffy,
butter?
not Jeff. One not.
So which one's not?
Who did
Jeff.
what? Say your name.
Which is not a peanut butter?
J-E-F-F.
Wait, shh.
My name's Jeff.
Shut up, everyone! Your name is singing.
I might have to do a whole video just alone on you guys.
Oh, it's gonna be
What
big.
are
It's gonna
you
go
asking?
viral.
Well, I'm asking which one is not a peanut butter. Which one doesn't exist? One of those.
Say them again.
Jif, Jiffy, Skippy,
Jiffy
Peter
is not
Pan.
peanut butter.
Jiffy is not a peanut butter. You don't think Jiffy's
Go
a
with
peanut butter?
that.
Excuse me.
Next question. No.
Just confusing me. All right, I'll give you one more.
Let's see, Jiffy.
What color closely resembles chartreuse? Pink, purple, and what? Anything else?
Chartreuse. This is not.
Purple. That's purple.
That's
Some
not
kind of purple.
chartreuse.
I don't know what even that is.
God, I feel. You're making me feel dumb.
You wait till I tell you all the right answers.
Aw.
Sure you will when you're done.
Now let's start with this one.
Febreze. I knew that was only had one E.
Then why didn't you say that? Why didn't
That's why I said right, and you're like, yeah, totally. So I'm like, oh, then I must be correct.
you- Sex and the City is correct. Interview with The Vampire, The Vampire Chronicles.
The vampire, the-
Berenstain is Berenstain.
What?
There we go. That's what I'm That's what I'm
What the? Lies! Bullshit! Give me a book.
If you go home and look at your old, you can Google that right now.
I knew it was.
How many people were in the car when JFK was murdered? I think
said three.
3, 4, whatever.
I didn't-
There's 6.
What's the guy?
I
name?
did not answer that because I'm not sure.
There's 6.
There's
Yeah.
only 6 seats.
Oh,
There
he
is
had his
several.
Where
car.
were the other people sitting?
Exactly.
That's the Mandela
I
effect.
saw it on TV.
That's
But they were not.
You weren't that old.
I'm not that old. But you've all seen it on TV, correct?
yeah.
So how are
I have, but I never really-
like covering his head?
I never counted the people. In
It was
the
2,
car.
2, and 2. When I studied it in the 80s, it was 2 and 2.
Yeah, that it was her and him in the back, and then maybe two
Yeah,
in
like
the
a
front.
driver
Then he
and
went
like
like
a
this.
security.
But now in this time, they got William Greer as the driver. Sean Connery is in the passenger seat. I swear to God. Look at the picture. I'll show it to you.
Wikipedia, your source. This is ridiculous.
Look up JFK
Sean Connery
assassination.
was not in the car.
It's a guy that looks like him. I'm kidding.
like in the top.
But like Connolly and Connolly's wife are in the car now. I think that was funny as hell.
like this.
As of course he does.
So what it is it's changes. The main fact is changes in history that can't be explained. Now, seriously, some of those could have been misremembered. Some of those things I said to you could be misremembering. But there are 100%ers out there. I'm zooming in on you. You don't know that? No, I'm not. I'm down here.
It's kind of kinky, huh?
Hold on. Okay.
Right. What you got?
What's up? The JFK thing.
Oh. Yeah. How many people are? Well, we got one.
It's 4. The driver, one. That's 4.
You
Yeah.
show me 4.
Well, we're looking at it.
I see that picture.
It's a video.
I know. It's like.
Let me see the picture you're looking at.
And she's
Your
like
phone up to
fixing
his
his
phone.
head. She's like putting his head back
I didn't
on.
see
There's 4. There's not 6. You're a
We have to
liar,
remind
liar.
you.
Pass on fire.
Oh, you're looking at. Oh, it's 2, 2, and 2 right there. But
No, it's not. What are you talking about? 2, 2, 2.
it is. Looking at the video, you should be able to see 6.
67.
Well, I was not, and I was born well after that.
Oh, he's analyzing.
29.
Yes, I'm 29-ish. Thank
And that's
you.
funny. Most people just Google it and pop up a picture.
He's like,
But the video's fine. I don't mind.
Here.
I prefer the
Okay,
video.
That's the whole.
Don't you love these phones? We can go to Mars and shit, but we can't figure out our phones.
we
Yeah.
cannot
I
go to
couldn't
Mars.
get it to do. See, that's what I was trying to get it to do.
Well,
We've never been
oh
to the
look,
moon
see
either.
now you're saying there's 4, but I gotta tell you,
What's your theory on that?
they're not showing you the driver. They're showing you the 4 people in the back. They're not showing the driver.
We're in some deep shit now.
But even if it didn't show
You
the
see
driver,
that
that's
bar?
only 5.
Honestly, you see that bar there? That's the driver and the other guy's in front of that.
Why is it up?
I'm gonna have to show you the pictures.
Whoa, no, look at that picture before it starts the next video.
Right. It's
Whoa, look, he was right.
I know.
Oh, god damn it. I missed it. The car, look, it has like a front and then like a security
Elongated?
thing.
yeah, it's
It has
elongated.
like 2 people in the front and then it has like a security like
That lamp is
window
so cool.
and then 4 people behind. And he's in the very back.
who knew?
Who knew?
Here, that one if I can.
I need to put that
I
out
did not know.
Anthony,
Yeah,
I
I
need to
just
put
saw
this lamp up in my parlor.
You gonna pay a lot of money. The guy that you got to talk to is not far
I
from you.
know, and she put it back on. That's what I was saying. She put the head, like, it blew off, and she put it back
Well,
on.
when I tell you my theory, explanation, possible,
She put it back
what's
on.
going
Imagine
on
putting
here,
her
you ain't
husband's
gonna
head back on.
care who shot him. You shouldn't anyway. I mean, it shouldn't matter.
I've cared like
Yeah.
what 50 years, so it's really not gonna start. I'm not gonna start
Yeah.
now.
So, I'll let it all
Oh,
this
this
out.
is just Can you stop filming this now? Like,
I do feel like there's a shift coming up. I do feel like this eclipse probably has something to do with it. I mean, to me, that's obvious. You know, I'd say keep yourself in good spirits. But it's see, I want to tear myself away from the electronics, meaning the computer, TV's done, Netflix, whatever. And I gotta tell you, there's so many times I just want to just come upstairs and have a beer, smoke a joint, have a cigarette, watch any kind of series. Just sit, chill, go to sleep. And I'm not doing it. I'm meditating some, I'm sleeping, I'm getting good rest, I'm exercising. But there's, it's like a circle for me. And this is for me because I want to get rid of these things and to grow, to learn more. And then I want to so much come out here and pop it on a video. But that's defeating the purpose.
It is. It's changed my life. It changed my perception about physical reality. It changed my outlook on life. I'm mainly just excited and
My
happy.
wife was really big into science and biology, and when I first got married, I said, her thing was, well, I really don't believe that was her name, but she says, I really don't believe the stories in the Bible, they're just stories. And she says, and this is when I first married, we're 60, I'm 62, she was 2. So she was saying, I believe in galaxies and beyond.
Well, don't get me started on outer
She's been doing
space.
that for a long. But I mean, she doesn't know. We don't know. But
No.
But she just thinks there's more to this matter than just.
Oh, yes, there absolutely is.
That's kind of.
EEZE?
Yeah.
You've been affected.
By the Mandela effect?
You have been affected by the Mandela effect. Well, look at it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You remember something one way, it's actually always been that way.
Right.
Now, my theory is you're right. It was EEZE. Your consciousness shifted into a timeline where this is the way it's always
It's
was.
a brand.
This did not change. You did.
Right.
Okay. Is it Home Depot or the Home Depot? The Home Depot. In this timeline, yes, that is correct. Victoria's Secret or Victoria's Secret?
Victoria.
Nothing. You're not getting any of these?
Oh, am I supposed to be guessing?
Yeah.
Oh, I was guessing.
J.C. Penney. Go for it, everybody.
What about it?
How do you spell it?
J period C period P-E-N-N-Y?
P-E-N-N-Y.
Or is it E-Y?
E-Y.
Oh, nice job.
It is EY. Answer your questions honestly now.
Well, now I'm on video. So
I'm going to explain to you the Mandela. I'm going to ask you questions.
I've already gone through this process, so I'm gonna.
You know what it is?
Oh, you're in the middle. I've already talked to you about this process.
Yeah, I knew you looked familiar. Anyway. What, no.
Probably see about.
Should I start with? What should I start with? How many people were in the car when JFK was murdered? 14. 4. You sure?
Well, the one we watched.
That's what I'm going with.
This is the Mandela effect. I studied it in the 80s. There was 4 people in the car. In this timeline, there's 6.
14 people in the
That's
car.
it. Just yeah.
Okay. 2 in the back.
JFK,
and
Jiffy, Skippy, Peter Pan.
Yeah, you just didn't see them.
What are they?
Jeffy, Skippy, and Peter Pan. Types of peanut butter.
Jiffy, Skippy, and Peter Pan are. But the first one was Jiffy, Skippy, Peter Pan. Jiffy, Skip. There's 4 peanut butters there. They're all peanut butters.
Jiffy, Skippy, and Peter Pan. You only told me 3.
And what about Jif?
Yeah, you missed the whole front end of it.
Jif, Jiffy, Skippy, Peter Pan. One of those don't exist out of those 4, and it's Jiffy. Jiffy never existed. That's like spell Berenstein. Berenstein Pan is nothing. Okay.
I was gonna say Berenstein Bears, little kids book. I've been to Berenstein Bears land. I'm terrible at spelling. So.
Fruit Loops, Kit Kat. Does Kit Kat have a dash?
No.
Okay, my shirt. No, it doesn't have a dash in this timeline. My shirt has the Monopoly Man on it. Does he wear a monocle or does he not wear a monocle?
He does wear a monocle. The one he wears a monocle, the second he doesn't.
Right, but for you, what do you remember?
He wears a monocle.
He does wear a monocle. In this timeline, he's never worn a monocle.
Kit Kat.
And he's just saying. He already said it doesn't have a dash. Yeah, he was right about that. But I don't want to mention that one again. How do you spell Fruit Loops?
It's It is
Just a-
FRUITL. No.
I'm gonna have to edit this tape.
Well, fruit is obviously. Yeah.
Fruit, yeah, fruit is obvious, right? F-R-U-I-T, right? Loops, L-O-O-P-S. In this timeline, it's F-R-O-O-T.
I was trying to debate if it was, because I've seen it different lines. Yeah.
You've seen it differently.
I have.
So your consciousness was in one timeline, saw it that way, and then it shifted your consciousnly because that's all that's real. Anything? Nothing? You guys, nothing. This guy's it's like taking it in stride. Oh, cool. I need more. I need Febreze. What weapon did the Scarecrow carry in The Wizard of Oz? Definitely gonna have to edit this tape. I know, yeah. They're already a half hour long with
I'm
these
sorry,
interviews.
I gotta think about before I
Think
answer.
about it. What weapon did he
Vote
have?
Trump. I don't know.
Definitely editing this tape. I'll leave this. I know. I gotta put Pink Floyd back on.
Should put Pink Floyd back on.
I'm going it right now.
Shit.
Why are you only asking me? Like,
TV show with the 4 girls running around New York City. If it's a question I haven't asked you, go ahead and answer. Or if you're not sure, or if you think you want to. Sex something. TV show running 4 girls running around New York City.
Sex in the City.
What is it?
Sex in the City.
In the City? In this timeline, it's Sex and the City. Here's the thing. It's always been Sex and the City. I remember Sex and the City. So do you. That's what the Mandela effect is. Changes in history that can't be explained. I've been saying thousands. I'm sure there's hundreds. There probably is thousands. I don't know. I can't think of 10 of them while I'm here, so but there's hundreds of them. I don't know. All right, Pink Floyd, here we go.
For me, John Deere has changed back and forth. I mean, I don't care. I don't.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, you know, got a shredded part in there.
You ever hear this?
I've heard of that.
Yeah, what do you know about it?
I don't, but I've seen that somewhere.
Mandela effect. It's,
Some music? Some drums?
No, it's changes in history people can't explain.
Oh, yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's
like,
right up my alley.
Yeah, like, would you know how many people were in the car when JFK was murdered?
5?
5. I remember 4. I studied in the 80s.
4.
It was actually 6. That's the Mandela effect. Because you're absolutely sure. But there's 6. 2, 2, and 2. The car's longer, bulletproof glass.
Oh, okay.
How would you spell Febreze?
F-R-E-E. Febreze.
So you see F-E-R-B-R-E-E-Z-E?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's only one E in it in this timeline now. It's my theory that your consciousness shifts through timelines. And I'm noticing changes. And it's pretty wild. Do you mind if I put it on YouTube?
Oh.
Because TV show with the 4 girls running around New York City. You know what that might have been called? Sex something?
Oh, Sex in the City?
Sex in the City. In this timeline, it's Sex and the City. Now, here's the key. It's always been Sex and the City. But I'm sure it was Sex in the City. I've seen it. I bought DVDs.
It's Sex and the City.
And it's always been Sex and the City. How do you explain that? You're sure it was in, right?
That's how I felt it was.
Yeah. What else we got? There's just so many changes, and to me,
Which is in the Matrix, man?
well, a lot of people think it's a computer program.
Well, it's a mind program.
It's all about what's
I've seen it shift and vibrate and change, but there was a lot of bass needed. Some dancing to see that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hear you.
Ancient dance.
I hear
never
you.
even was taught that dance either.
No.
No, I just started doing something in a certain way.
What happened? What did you do? Explain it.
Took over homie's DJ set with my mind, man. Started breaking waves in the matrix that we're living in. And everybody got all weird for a second. A couple weeks ago, actually. It was pretty intense.
Oh yeah, you could see all this.
Yeah, I know. I seen it all, and people seen it, and people talked to me about it afterwards. So I was like,
Whoa.
whoa. It was weird. It was cool.
That's pretty deep.
Yeah, as deep as it gets. I'd say more, but
Yeah, for me,
people think I'm crazy.
No, hey, look, you want to hear crazy? I've had the stars come at me from different directions for about 2 minutes. What?
I've had some crazy star action.
Talk to me about that.
These look like stars at first, and then they take off. It was 2006. NASA seen the same stuff. I seen it years later on TV. And we woke people up. Wake up! Come out here. There's some shit and there's something going on. Get up, man. We want to make sure we're not just seeing stuff. And we woke up all the youngsters and got them up, and we watched it for hours.
Oh, really?
Pulled the telescope out, seen them on the telescope. Instead of one light, it was 2 rectangle lights. I got it on my telescope just right for maybe like 2 seconds. Maybe not even 2 seconds. Just enough to tell that it was 2 different lights.
Oh.
And not just one bright light.
Nice.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was a cool night. Got fired that weekend too, though, because I talked about it at work. And the lady was like,
"Oh, I kind of,
like, yeah,
I lost the promotion.
UFOs, man. You gotta go. You gotta
I
go."
lost the promotion because I told the boss I felt the Earth wasn't a ball flying through space. So I think we might be flat, dude. And he's like, "You think that's going to get you that promotion?" I said, "Really? You just said that to me?" I let it go. I dropped it. I needed to get out of Mississippi.
There's a time and a
anyway.
place for a lot of the information we've got sitting in our brain.
Oh yeah. Well, things are changing. Since 2015, I've seen some wacky stuff, and now I've started posting on YouTube, and other people are having the same experiences, and a lot of people are noticing changes in history. It's kind of wild. Thanks a lot for your time.
Take it easy.
All right, man. The Monopoly Man, does he have a monocle or not?
I believe so.
I believe so. I always thought so too. He does not in this timeline.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did he at one time?
Depending on where your consciousness resided, sure.
Okay. Where would your consciousness have had to reside?
Since you remembered, I'm going to say yeah. For you, it used to be that way.
Okay.
But you don't remember everything.
Why does that have changed?
Because your consciousness shifted into another timeline.
Alright.
Why? That's a whole other video. Goody. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you. Absolutely, SUSSO. It's Suso. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you a few questions and then explain the Mandela effect. Should I start out with how do you spell Febreze? Oh,
like
you
the
just
brand name, Febreze.
Febreze, the spray stuff that's toxic and all that stuff that you spray all over.
Febreze.
Okay. TV show with the 4 girls running around New York City. Anybody know what it's called?
Sex in the City.
Sex in the City. In the City. Tom Cruise movie Vampires. Interview something.
Interview with a vampire?
Interview with a vampire. You're scoring 100% here. You have no idea. How many people were in the car when JFK was murdered? 4. 4.
Somebody else.
Not riding on the bumper, but
Does Kit Kat have a dash?
No.
Yes and no. That's awesome. Okay. Now, I don't have it on. The Monopoly Man. Does he wear glasses? Does he wear nothing? Or does he wear a monocle?
Monocle.
He wears a monocle. I think I've just crushed you guys enough. And they got kids with them. This is going to be great. Okay. Febreze.
I was going to actually get a bottle of Febreze.
It has one in it.
Yeah.
Okay. There are 6 people in the car when JFK was murdered. It happened. It's Interview with the Vampire. It is Sex and the City.
Oh my word.
Yeah. What else did I ask you? I don't remember.
Well, I've never seen the movie.
I never watched the show, but so I'm just.
Well, I've seen it as in. I've seen it, but I studied the JFK assassination. There was 4 people in the car. Okay. Now I've been at it for a couple of years. Studying this, watch other people on YouTube have come across these experiences. I've had other experiences other than the Mandela effect. It's called the Mandela effect because a lot of people remember him dying in the late 80s, and then he went on to become president of South Africa and died again. Okay, Muhammad Ali died twice for me. Nichelle Nichols died 3 times for me. Gene Wilder dies every 10 years for me. It's amazing.
Before or after we just
It's called the Mandela Effect because that's when people started to notice that Fiona Broom has a channel, MandelaEffect.com. And I started talking with these people on there, and it just blew up from there, and it's growing. It is changes in history that can't be explained. Spellings are being changed, Fruit Loops. You know, I remember the word fruit, but now it's F-R-O-O-T. They may always remember F-R-O-O-T. You know,
They don't know what Fruit Loops are. They don't get to eat those.
Atta girl, that's awesome.
They got Cheerios.
But that's really what it is. It's changes in history that can't be explained. Now, after all the studying, I have theorized that the only thing that's real is your consciousness, and what's happening is your consciousness is shifting into other timelines. And because of experiences I have had, I have come to the conclusion that this can be manipulated, used, controlled. You can shift yourself into a timeline that you desire. Period. Yeah, wow. Took me 2 years. I just gave you all that in 5 minutes. 4 minutes. But it's pretty... Thank you very much. Thank you for letting me...